What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl, my Sinead. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button to become a treasure bae. First and foremost, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. I'll be doing a giveaway soon for y'all because I appreciate the love and support. Now, if we could just get these views up, like y'all don't even have to sit there and watch the video. Just let it play. Just let it run in the background so I can get my views up. Like, if you are a true supporter, go and like all my videos so it can pop up more in the recommended, period. So, okay, in honor of hitting 1,000 subscribers, I did a poll. First, if you wanted an update on my shoulder, I just posted a video on my Instagram. If you're not following JNR Treasures on Instagram, you can go ahead and do so. I just posted a video. As of now, I do not need surgery. There was no tear in my rotator cuff. There is no tear, period. It's a lot of swelling and inflammation going on. He recommended 4 weeks of therapy. I go back and see him in 6 weeks, and I got this big behind needle injected in my shoulder. It's something like a cortisone shot, but it's a lot stronger. It had 2 medications in it, so it has my arm very sore, but I do see an improvement. Like, I was able to pull up my pants with both arms. It's the little things that count. Like, I know once the soreness wears off, like, I'm gonna be okay. So I was just blessed. God know what he be doing. He know what he be doing. Everything happened for a reason. I truly believe that. He know what he be doing. He sat me down to realize some things, and I realized some things. You hear me? So anyway, I did a poll on my YouTube channel, Lord, on my Instagram, on JNR Treasures, and asked you guys like what the next video you want it to be. Because I do have 2 videos that I have not posted because I wanted to post this one first. So I did a poll on either Girl Talk or Story Time, and surprisingly Girl Talk won. I thought Story Time would win. I'm still gonna do it, but I had to drop this one first because that's what y'all wanted. So let's just dive right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is mental health. So, and I don't mean like, when I say mental health, I don't mean like you being diagnosed with something. I mean like just like the way you are, like the way you're thinking, your thought process, or your mental. Like, it don't have to be something wrong with you. And I mean, like, when I say that, I mean like stress and depression and anxiety. Depression is real. Depression and stress can kill you. You do not want to stay in that mind frame for too long. It's okay to go through things. It's okay to let things out. I was one of those type of people that let stuff build up because I didn't want to like put my problems on the other people. So I keep a lot of things in, and then it's like certain situations I feel like you can't talk to everybody about, you know. So it's like you don't want nobody to judge you, or you don't want people telling your business, or it's just something that you can't, like some things you can't tell your mama, or you know, just certain things like that. But depression is real. I was depressed, no cap, when my people passed away. If you don't know, my uncle, his wife, and his youngest kid passed away in a car accident June 20th, 2018. I was depressed. My kids kept me going. No cap. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to drink. I remember some days I would just lay on the floor. Just lay on the floor. I didn't want to really talk to nobody. I remember my first day back at work. People were like, you know, you okay? I'm sorry to hear it. Blah, blah, blah. And I just started bawling. I had to go home. I couldn't. I wasn't ready for all, you know, like the real world, I guess. I would just literally take my kids to school, go pick them up, come back home. Boy, that was a struggle. One thing I do want to say though, like, don't be afraid to seek help. And when I say help, I mean it could be from talking to someone about it, because if you're like me, I used to hold things in. Let it out. You have to let it out. It's okay to cry sometimes. It's okay to I ain't gonna say go punch a wall, but it's okay to go to find what works for you, what relieves your stress. I like to go sit on the beach, talk to God. I like to go sit on the beach and cry if I need to. Just the sound of the waves is really relaxing. And if I needed a yell, you could yell. I like to go at night, so you could yell, you could talk to God. You have to have your own relationship with God. You have to have, you know, you have to be able to talk to him how you want to talk to him. Let's see, what else I was going to say about that. Oh, it's okay to seek professional help. And I feel like as a black women, we try to be so strong. You don't have to agree with me, but we try to be so strong. We think we can overcome a lot of things. So we push stuff to the side, like we'll be all right or whatever. Like I was so against going to see a doctor. Like, what I need to go see somebody and talk to a stranger for? But sometimes talking to a stranger is easier than talking to somebody that you know, honestly, because I feel like sometimes they don't have no reason to judge you, so they're there to listen. Sometimes some people, and not saying that they do it intentionally but some people, it's like they'll listen to you, but it's like going in one ear and out, because they're always like trying to give their side, or they're always trying to counter. Like, you tell them a situation and they gotta tell you the situation they went through or whatever. So it's not they're listening, but it's like you're not getting what you need to be getting from that person, if that makes sense, because it reminds them of a situation they went through. Not saying that they're wrong, but it reminds them of a situation they went through, so they're telling you what they did or whatever. And sometimes everybody's advice is not good advice, you know, or the right advice. So don't be afraid to seek help. Everybody around me went to a professional, and I see how it helped them, so I'm definitely not against it. Like, they really help some close family members get through you know, the deaths of my people or whatever. So I'm really grateful for that. I personally didn't see anyone, but it had nothing to do with me not wanting to go or whatever. I just wasn't able to. So don't ever let yourself get to where, if you can help it, try not to sink down in depression, because it's hell trying to get up. It's like you're trying to breathe for water, and it's hard to get out of. And anxiety, I suffer from anxiety. I've been suffering from anxiety as a kid, and I didn't realize that until maybe like a month or so ago. I was actually talking to my mom about it, that I feel like I've been going this for a long time, and somebody else close to me has been going through it for a long time, since they were a kid too. But back then, nobody was really diagnosed with anxiety. Like, anxiety wasn't a big thing. Nobody knew what it was. We just felt like during certain situations or events, that's how we felt, and to get over it, like, we didn't know to like actually talk to a doctor about it or whatever. Like, anxiety wasn't common back then, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. But like, you know, now you can meditate. There's all sorts of things that you don't have to do medically. You can get medicine for it, but you know, there's a lot of different coping mechanisms now, because it's more common now. So if you have anxiety, just find out what works for you. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. It happens. And I feel like my anxiety is starting to get a lot worse. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, or you know, the environment I'm in, or what, but I do know, I feel like when I was walking every day, that was helping a lot with it. And I stopped. My shoulder threw me off. I'm not gonna cap. I fell off because I ain't gonna cap. I started getting depressed and stressed out about my shoulder, because, you know, I couldn't work. I couldn't move how I wanted to. It was just a lot going on. So yeah. And the next topic I wanted to talk about was confidence. Sorry. If you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else properly. So like, if you're not happy with yourself, you need to find out why you aren't happy and make yourself happy, because when you are truly happy, like, nothing can really faze you, if you get what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to be confident in yourself. You can't don't talk down on yourself. Like, if you find something that you don't like about yourself, fix it. I tell myself every day, your ass is getting fat. You done got fat. This the biggest I've been. This the biggest I've been my entire life. Even with being pregnant, I've never weighed this much. Like, I've been pregnant 3 times. And I've never weighed this much as I weigh now. But I know can't nobody do nothing but me. Okay? So once I get to where I need to be mentally, I know I need to go hard or go home, because ain't nobody gonna be able to fix it but you. So like, just, you have to love yourself before you love somebody else, because if you try to love somebody else and you don't fully love yourself, it's gonna be problems. There's just no cap. And one thing for us as ladies, since we're having girl talk, is you need to know your self-worth. Okay, you have to know that you deserve better, and you deserve your y'all, I'm not really good at talking, but like, what you want, like in a person, whether that's in a person or your job or whatever, like, strive for greatness. Like, just strive for greatness. Don't ever die down what you want off the strength of somebody else. Like, especially with these dudes, like, if somebody not treating you right, doing you right, talking to you right, making you feel right, you don't have to tolerate that. Okay, you don't have to tolerate that. I know as women, we've all, about 98% of us have all been through a toxic relationship, or dealt with somebody that was toxic, or a situationship, or whatever to have you. Like, it's a waste of time. And let me tell you, time is so valuable. You never know when your last day is going to be. So don't take that for granted. Don't spend or waste any time with somebody that's not doing you right. Like, you deserve whatever you feel like you deserve in a relationship. You deserve it, and you know that. Like, if you don't let love or history, or, you know what I'm saying, time derail you from the fact that you deserve better than what you're getting. Okay, I feel like, especially like if you're doing all you can in a relationship and you're not getting that in return, you don't have to tolerate that. It's plenty of fish in the sea. There is a man, there is a girl, it is somebody out there for you. You don't have to tolerate the bullshit. Okay, no cap, I've had 2 really toxic relationships in my past. And with my baby dad, I have one baby daddy, y'all. It's from he's the father of all 3 of my kids. I felt like I needed to stay with him I feel like I wanted my kids to grow up in a 2-parent household or whatever. I felt their happiness should have overexceeded mine. But at the end of the day, if I'm not happy, how am my kids going to genuinely be happy? Because your kids watch everything. So at one point, when I said enough is enough, I felt like my kids rather see me happy, rather see me alone and happy, than to see me stuck and miserable. So that's all I needed to be done with that. Because at the end of the day, your kids are watching if you have kids. So you're letting your kids know, you're low-key showing them what's acceptable and what's not. So if you're putting up with a lot of stuff, they're gonna think that that's okay, and it's not okay. So you truly gotta know or understand that it's not just you. Like, if you have kids in this world, you gotta put them first. So you need to, I always, like, I tell my kids now, especially my girls, I'm like, y'all are young queens. Like, y'all are beautiful. Don't you ever let no nigga do this and that and this and that to y'all. So if I'm telling my kids that, then I shouldn't be accepting it either. So that's just that. I wanted to talk about hating. I've been dealing with hate as long as I can remember. And I have what they call RBF, I guess, which is the rest in B face. And it's not that I don't go out my way to be friendly to people, excuse me, but that's just how I look. I don't be meaning to be like intimidated or to look stuck up, excuse me, or whatever. But a lot of people thought that, like, before talking to me, they were like, oh, I thought you felt like you was too good. And I'm like, but how? Just because I look like how I was looking? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't walk around with a smile 24/7. I don't know. I had people not like me just because you'll ask them and they be like, I just don't like her. Crickets, because I never did nothing to you. I'm used to it. People didn't like me, and I'm not to my own horn. I do not think I'm better than nobody. You hear me? People didn't like me because I was light skinned. People didn't like me because I had long hair. People didn't like me because they do like me. And I don't even be knowing the people. People knew me that I didn't even know. Okay? So, and when I went out to 9th grade, people knew me as, my mom was a teacher at the high school I went to. So they knew me as like her daughter. And people just didn't like me because I was finna come out. I had a dude ask my mama. I went out. My mom worked in a different county we lived in, so like I went to school with her one day because we had off, but she didn't. So I went to work with school with her one day, and I wasn't in high school at the time, and I was in her class or whatever. I had, like, when I left the next day, one of her students asked my mom if he could date me when I came out there. Didn't even know the dude. So it's just crazy. I had girls try to wanted to fight me because they do like me, don't even know the dude. But I had girls try to call me out of class to jump me. And my mom works at the school. That's a story time. If y'all want to hear that story, comment down below. But crazy. So, but I just said, like, I just feel, I think back then I was like, whatever. Like, I was on that, like, petty shit. Like, you want to be petty, I'll be petty right along with you. But now it's like, baby, you can miss me with all that. I won't even show nobody no. I'm not finna give nobody what they want. If y'all gonna hate on me for whatever reason, just go ahead. Like, I don't lose no sleep. I'm not even finna address it because it's not worth my time. Like, I have kids out here. That's so much more important than worrying about why you don't like me. If you don't like me, it's okay. Like, life goes on. This is why I don't have like a lot of female friends, because I'm not the type of person that indulge in drama or all that cattiness stuff. I've never been like that. Like, I've always hung out more with boys because girls is full of drama. And like now I could literally count on my hand how many friends I have. Like, I have a best friend I talk to every freaking day from morning to night. And I have maybe like two or three people that I would call my friend or whatever, and none of them are like, they're not into none of that. They're not in the drama. They don't have stuff going on. They're not in none of that. So yeah, I don't, stay away from me with all that. It's no new friends over here. I ain't gonna say it's no new friends because I did gain a new friend recently, but I'm not on none of that crap. I got kids. My kids is, listen, my kids growing up so fast though. But anyway, protect your energy is what I'm getting at. Like, don't let anything, all that negative stuff, trauma, stress, like, keep it away from you. Do whatever is best for you in any situation, because at the end of the day, you have to look out for self. You have to look out for self first, before you can look out for anybody else. So just protect your energy, your space, your environment, who you hang around, all of that. You can't let everybody in your house and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know, like, I'm a very private person too, so it's like I don't allow a lot of stuff near me or around me or whatever. So protect your energy at all costs. I already said, watch who you hang around, watch what you say too, because you don't speak anything negative on you, your situation, or anything that's got going on. So like, for instance, like I said, like how like right now I'm like, girl, you're double chin. Like, don't speak about the good things that's going on with you or your body or your whatever. I used to be very insecure about my breasts because I'm a part of the itty bitty titty committee, and I've said, like, as a teenager, I always said I was going to get implants or whatever. But as I got older, I'm like, you know what, this is the way God made me, so I'm just going to embrace how God made me or whatever. So, but not saying there's anything wrong with that, because baby, do whatever is best for you. Like, don't listen to what other people got to say. Like, do what's best for you, that whatever's going to make you happy. Like, don't let nobody, their opinions, that shit don't matter. It doesn't, I can't talk. And anything that you don't like, Like, do what you can to improve what you don't like, because I know I need to work out. I know I need to. No cap, I was walking, like I walked for like 60 plus days straight, and I felt good. Like I woke up, I didn't feel right if I didn't walk. Like I felt better. It made my day go good. I had more energy. I had better thoughts. That's why I said I know if I start back walking, my anxiety would be a lot better, and plus I'll be getting the benefits of losing weight. So I'm gonna get back working on it. My shoulder had me in a slump, y'all, no cap, but I'm gonna get back on it, and I know that if I put forth the effort, I will succeed, period. And don't let nothing stop you. Like, whatever you want, go for that shit. Like, don't let the naysayers. You have to. I'm one person that I don't like to talk about stuff. I like to do it. You can't tell everybody your business, because not everybody wishes well for you. Some people want to see you doing good but not better than them. Okay, that's a word. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing. Like, just don't. I'm all about that action. Like, don't talk about everything. Not everybody need to know your every move or whatever. Just like, I got some stuff going on now, and I'm like, I'm not gonna tell y'all, because I'ma show you. Okay, I tell my dude that all the time too. But anyway, and I want to do a story time too on how I told my mom I was pregnant, because I was a teen mom. But having kids, they definitely slowed me down, but they didn't stop me. So nothing can stop you but you. There's always a way around everything. I didn't think that I could do nursing school, work, and take care of 3 kids by myself, but I did it. So you could do anything you set your mind to. You hear me? And I was out on my own then too. Nobody was in the picture. It was just me. I took care of my bills. I took care of my kids by myself. Went to nursing school and worked. If I could do that, I'm trying to tell y'all, if I could do that, y'all could do anything y'all set your mind to. Like, don't give up. Do whatever you have to. Whether you have to move some stuff around, if you gotta be broke for a while, be broke, because at the end of the day, the long run be worth it. You take small sacrifices for greater accomplishments. Like, it'll be worth it. And the last thing I want to talk about, because this video is getting too long at this point, and this is something that I need to work on myself, is controlling your emotions, your attitude, and your temper. Okay. I'm an Aries. So if you don't know anything about an Aries, or if you do know, I'm sure you heard, like, they're really hot-headed and really impulsive. And I remember my attitude used to be so bad, where I would just like go off ASAP and not even think about it, to where I would get so mad to at one point in time, I was texting my best friend. When I would get mad about a situation, I would text her first, because to get her opinion or her thoughts first before I reacted on certain things. Because especially when it was with my old dude, like, I would get so mad at some stuff, and I'm like, girl, and she's like, best friend, calm down. And she would talk some sense into me, pretty much, because sometimes not everything needs a reaction, and I need to work on that. And I'm the type of person too, it's like, at work, I am a very hard worker. I take my job serious. That's how I eat. And plus, I take care of people for a living. So I'm going to treat people how I want them to treat me or my family members, period. I'm not one of the ones that just is in the healthcare field just to have a job. Like, no, I generally like taking care of people. When I had my first kid, the nurse, I was scared because I was a young teen. The nurse made me feel so, I wish I knew the lady's name, but she made me feel so good, like so at ease. I knew I wanted to do that for other people. So I love taking care of people. But soap making is my passion, but like I enjoy taking care of people too as well. But just know that everything doesn't need a reaction, and you don't want to be out here looking crazy, and then after the fact you go to thinking and you be like, I ain't have to do all that. I've done that so many times, especially I've gotten the attitude a couple times at work and go. Sometimes people be having you messed up, and you have to put people in their place. But not everything deserves a reaction. So try to handle that and think about it first. Like, you don't want to do something and then regret it later. So yeah, this video is 25 minutes long. I'm so sorry that it's so long. If you want another one of these girl talks, or if you have some topics you want me to discuss, or if you have some story time ideas, or any questions or concerns or whatever, if you just want to talk, drop down a comment. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Y'all go run them views up, hit the like button for the kid and all that. Y'all, I can't wait till Corona over. But anyway, stay safe and be blessed.